Hello everyone, welcome back to Indie Film World. Today we're on set of 54 Days. We had a chat previously with Andrew Nicholas Halls about the fundraising campaign for this film, and now we're on set. So let's have a chat to some of the people and find out how it's been going. This is day 10 of the shoot. We've only got a 12-day shoot altogether for a full feature. We've been in here for the 9 previous days. We had the full interior of the bunker up until yesterday, and today we're shooting the corridor scene where people actually come into the bunker itself.
So it was a successful possible campaign that helped you get off the ground?
The successful possible campaign was great. It was a lot of work, I have to say. Probably the hardest work I've ever done in my life in finance raising.
Why is that?
In terms of the amount of effort you have to put in to actually raise money on crowdfunding. Because people always promise, and you then have to chase up on that promise, and you have to constantly keep them in the loop as to what's happening. And then as you're coming down towards the deadline, then that's when people say, oh yeah, I was going to contribute to your process. Yeah. And you have to constantly chase people, and that deadline's looming, and you see if you don't hit the target, you don't get a cent. We were, I mean, literally, I was posting on Facebook an hourly post.
But actually a lot of work gone into sourcing the right material at the cheapest price. It's available, but you just have to work harder, and smarter to make it happen. This set would have costed us about 50,000, but we managed to get it done in a very, very little budget, just because we went that extra mile to do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of indie filmmaking, that you just find a solution. You're given a tight budget, and you think, how the hell do we do this? So we have.
Actually, the beautiful thing is that when we need people from within the team, if we have to build it, we have to break it down. Everybody just jumps in and they want to do it because everybody wants it to be a good film.
I'm over in Hollywood pitching at a pitch fest on June the 22nd.
Oh, yeah.
Where I went last year, but we're going to have the hopefully at least a rough cut ready to go, and then we open there's an inaugural international science fiction film festival that's being hosted in Sydney, and we've got a letter of intent for us to actually open that festival.
So is that the best way to do it, to travel to festivals?
Yeah, I think it's at least the first few 6-7 months of the film, it's good to go to the festivals just to get more excitement towards the project.
Yeah, this is the studio. I mean, this is the entrance to the bunker. This is the front door of the bunker, which was turned around the other way, and we had the whole interior of the bunker actually built in a 6 meter square area. And one of the hardest things is, because 85 pages of the script is based in the bunker, one of the biggest challenges is to make it interesting visually. And that's because otherwise you can just be filming a play, which would just be tedious as anything. So luckily we've got a really good DOP on board who's incredibly creative, and we've got some innovative creative shots. We've got steady cams, we've got jibs, we've got plates. We've got a whole variety of different visual tools that we're using to make it interesting, and just really, especially towards the end of the movie, when it becomes really tense and a lot of pressure and aggression and frustration and survival really coming out, we've really got visual images that get inside the head of the characters. So visually everything closes in. And
actually we've been very lucky to get this location. We looked for so many locations, but we managed to find this one, and it's perfect, because it's a tight schedule we have. We wanted something which is soundproof, so we don't have to worry about planes going from top or other noises. We just wanted to shoot. So this is a great location,
Yeah.
Where are we? This is
C3 Studios. It's all part of a church complex.
C3 Church.
And they've very gratefully made available the space over the Easter period, which is traditionally obviously a busy time for their pastors. But the studio is actually not used that much, because they use this for a lot of their own church shows.
Sure.
So through one of Ravi's contacts, we were able to use the studio, and they did us a very good deal, which really helps us. We can't praise them enough. They've been so supportive of us as indie filmmakers. And they've given us everything that we could possibly hope for, really.
And it's Oxford Falls. This area is called Oxford Falls. It's beautiful, really good.
We can't thank them enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you want to take us through the door and show us a little bit of what the facility involves?
Sure.
The 7049, which is actually my late mother's telephone number. It is, absolutely.
Okay, click.
So click.
Click. And there you go.
And the door's opened, and then we've got the magic, the movie magic, the infamous green screen, and then behind the scenes we've just literally got the usual sort of studio set up with the flats and this type of thing.
That's a camera rig for the time being.
This is the camera rig for the security camera that's actually outside. So they'll be inside the bunker. They've got a POV of what's actually going on outside. So there's a screen that we'll use some visual effects on. This will be the camera that they see from outside. So it's almost like a CCTV.
Where is that Blackmagic cinema camera?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's pretty much this space. We could turn it around the way we want to, depending on how we want the set to be built.
We've got complete flexibility. I mean, we've actually got one of the flats that was behind. Well, we had I don't know if you can see this wonderful beastie here. We actually cut holes in the back. There's a false back here, just coming up there.
Oh yeah.
So we actually shot through the flat to get some really interesting shots, and it's the same down the bottom. In terms, we've got a lot of creative talent, unbelievable talent out there, and they know a lot more on specific areas than I do. So the best thing to do is to actually say, right, here's some space for you to breathe with your excellence. Come up with what you can. So blank sheet of paper. We know the budget. Hit us with some ideas. This is where we need to be. Get some ideas, let's play around with them, bang. So at the end of the day, it means that these guys then get not only the intrinsic pleasure of actually creating something that they're part of, but it's also that they're empowered. Yeah. But this is actually what we tried to do. You see the radiation. We've got the party scene is going to be very modern, and then everything. When we come into the bunker, it's a juxtaposed position where you've got 1960s style technology. Yeah. So how do people actually live without technology? It's that, and it's that sort of brings it into the mix.
Nice.